get Dianne in here to answer because she knows a thing or two.
She's been here a year or two.
Right, right.
What is the Moody house?
The Moody house. So, this was your family's lake house, wasn't it?
Yeah, actually, my family bought it in 1950, and actually really just bought it to have fix up as a lake home. And they started working on it and decided one year they might try a winter, and family never left. So I grew up here with my two brothers, and then I raised three sons here too. So
How old is this home?
it was built, we've traced it back to 1838, so it's one of the oldest homes in the county.
This is the original house. It's not moved. This is it. This is
it. This is where it was built. That's right. That's right. But the Clayton family actually lived here, and it was just an older couple, and she had been real sick, and they just wanted to move to a different location, so they put the house up for sale, and it was really just a very crude, rustic house at the time. It had one string of the power with a light bulb hanging down and had no indoor plumbing. So they started with a handful for sure, and we're still working on it. It just takes.
She's worked really hard to keep
Takes
this up.
a lot of doings. It needs work now. Don't look real hard.
What's the history of this home?
Well.
During the Civil War.
Okay, during the war, the Federals came in and built these forts up here, and so they were kind of took over and were in charge of this area. And the Federal troops, the 93rd Illinois, took this house over as their headquarters. So that's why the house is still here. This, of course, many was burned, and this house is still here because they made use of it. And of course, after that horrific 4 or 5 hour battle, they had to treat the wounded or, bury the dead. The wounded were brought to the house here in barns, in little tents to, treat them wherever they could find. So this house ended up being a hospital for both sides, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the house up there in that photo.
Yeah, that's the photo. This is the actual Civil War photo. You've probably seen that before. There's only 3 that I know of.
This is a real photo. This is not a drawing. This is a photo.
Right, that's a photo when we had it blown up.
And that's your house to the left.
To the left,
right here
yes.
in the photo.
That was taken just a bit after the war, because you see the warehouses were over here on the right, and they're falling into disrepair now. But and the fort, you can see a little bit up on the hill there on the left. That was the Star Fort. So there were Confederates over close to where the marina is now. That was
Right.
Moore's Hill. So the Confederates were trying to advance and take the forts over or back over. So they were advancing from Dallas, Ackworth area. Some came from Rome.
This wood looks.
That's original.
This is original.
Yeah. If you look at it a certain way, you can tell it was hand planed.
This
Yeah.
is from 1830.
Yeah.
Right here.
Right here.
Wow.
Right. We've tried to keep all of it, this part of the house, the front, with the original wood and original structure. Upstairs, of course, when my family first bought it, they were just trying to survive a winter here, and they put up sheetrock, they put up some of that 1960s paneling, and so little by little we've taken all that back down.
I'm David Klein with CNC Exterminators, a second-generation pest control company from here in Cartersville. We've been servicing the Bartow and surrounding counties for over 40 years. We specialize in residential and commercial pest control and termite services. We offer free inspections, so if you're currently having a problem or just need expert advice, please give us a call at 770-382-2223. At 770-382-2223. Thank you.
this is a
family.
museum now. You don't live here. I mean, nobody lives here now.
That's so funny when people
I
ask
know.
me that.
Yeah.
I
She's
do live
homeless.
You
here.
live here.
She's homeless.
I do live
You
here.
live here. Okay.
That is really funny because people will say, "You live here? You actually live here?"
What's the fun?
It's just like, well,
I've never known you to live anywhere else.
You're right. We went to school together,
Uh-huh.
but you know, people will call it a museum. I don't look at it that way. But,
Right.
You know, I raised my 3 boys running through this house like crazy. And Meredith last night, she said, "There were all these breakable things in here when you raised your 3 boys." And I, yes, and these breakable things, a lot were in here when my mother raised us 3. Now this, I'm proud of this because I've just gotten this case. I bought this case in Waleska at an old estate sale, and Clay helped me redo it. So I finally got a display case to put a lot of the stuff in.
You found a lot of those on site.
We did. We found a lot of that stuff right here on site. The
Right here on your
cannonballs.
property. Right here. This
The
guy.
cannonballs
You found
these
cannonballs in your yard?
intact, yes. And this is some pieces of the cannonball where they were shot and busted.
Wouldn't that be cool, finding a cannonball?
Now this is pretty interesting. That I don't know if your camera will pick it up just because of the glare, but
Right.
this is a Henry rifle. That's the Henry repeater
Right.
that the Union soldiers took over, and the Confederates were really scared of them because they would fire, where they would have to reload these one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Whoa!
That'll wake you up.
Yes. Hear that?
Welcome to the Herb Shop of Cartersville, located in historic downtown Cartersville. We've been here this year, September 18th, 24 years. My name is Mary Glass. This is my daughter, Bria. She now runs the place for me and is the manager of the Herb Shop.
We offer an education station, so when you come in with a problem, we can go straight to our recipes, we can look it up, we can let you read about individual herbs and supplements. That way you can make the best educated decision based on your problem. This is resource material that's not available online. It is strictly to be found here with us, and that sets us aside from your big box stores.
Come see us. We'd love to help you with your health issues.
Image screen printing and window tint can print your stickers, vinyl graphics, and vehicle wrap designs. We use the latest technology in window film to cut patterns for your car with precision cuts. Image is the only authorized Lumar window film dealer in Cartersville since 1988, offering a lifetime warranty on cars, trucks, big trucks, and commercial professional installation. We also have a large assortment of apparel to choose from. You can pick out colors and see available printed shirts for ideas and logo designs. Image makes custom yard signs, banners, magnetic signs, business cards, and much more. Call us 770-386-0025 or come visit us at our new location, 301 North Tennessee Street in Cartersville, right next to Weinman Stadium. Go Canes!
Yeah.
Everywhere you see a little flag put in the hole, that shows you where a bullet hole is. And there's one over there on that side, there's one over here. But then, if you turn around, you'll see where bullet holes went through this wall. Several right here evidently came through this window. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. And the wild thing to me is they kept going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
They came through here and ended up in this room. The holes get a little bit larger, isn't it? Wow. It's just really wild. And if you walk on over to that little flag over there, just take that little flag out and you can see straight through. You can see straight through all the way to the outside. And Ronnie, you are right where the blood stain is on the floor.
Where's the blood stain?
Right here. The upstairs.
This is a blood stain right here.
The upstairs was used mostly for their surgery, and they had to do tons of amputations. Of course, this was the end of the war, you know, and the Confederates had very little equipment, no medication. That's when you hear bite the bullet. If they had to have their arm, legs cut off or whatever, they would actually hand them a bullet and they would bite that bullet because they had no medication to give them. And, you know, it's just amazing to think about that. But they would bring a wagon around and the limbs would just be thrown over into the wagon. Years later, when they were digging into this bank just behind the little house over there, they did find the mound, of just limbs. I took the sheetrock down off this wall when Dennis was gone one weekend that my mom and dad had put up just to help heat the, you know, cover up all the holes and cracks. I took it down, and partly because I wanted to see if these bullet holes went further, and a couple of them did, but when I took it down, I found this little girl's name. She had written her name on the wall. She was age 10, November 21st, and that was done in 1899.
Is that a bullet hole up there?
I think it was.
SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. Where can you find a huge selection of high-end mattresses without paying high-end prices? SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. Where can you save 50 to 80% off retail every day? SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. We offer the lowest prices on the best name brand mattresses. SOS Mattress and Clearance Center on Highway 41 in Cartersville, 1 block south of Home Depot.
I'm Holly. Welcome to Reflection Skin and Laser Center. We are a full-service medical spa offering the latest technology in skincare. I am also the nurse. I do the neurotoxins like Botox and Dysport, and also the dermal fillers like Juvederm, Restylane, Radiesse, and I also do sclerotherapy for unwanted spider veins.
Hi, I'm Amy Cheek. I'm the medical esthetician here at Reflections. This is where I do aesthetic work like chemical peels, microdermabrasion, and microneedling.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, and this is where we do the cool sculpting, the Ulthera, and we have an Affirm skin tightening laser as well.
Here we are in the laser room where we do laser hair removal, laser pigment reduction, laser vein treatments. If you have any questions about any of our procedures or products, please call us. All our consultations are free, or you could just stop by. We're located in the Weston Commons Shopping Center.
It is Dianne Tate.
Hi.
Good to see you, Dianne.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Tell everybody where you're at right now.
I'm at Allatoona Pass. It was a battle during the Civil War. Every year, the Historic Society, along with friends of the state parks and the state park, put on reenactors and try to show people what exactly happened at Allatoona Pass. It's fascinating. It's a neat thing.
You show up at all the events, Dianne. And I don't feel like you're not campaigning. You enjoy the events.
I enjoy the events.
You go to the downtown events. I mean, I see you. You're everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
Well, no, that's a good. I mean, because it's a rarity with politicians. It really is. You know, and so it's good to see you out here. It really is.
Thank you.
Now you're leaving. You're no longer going to be on the city council. You're leaving January 1st.
Yes, sir.
Why? Can you?
Well, 20 years.
Okay.
20 years is a good run, and 20 years of what I think has been a very progressive time for the city of Cartersville. 20 years when we've accomplished so much, and I felt like it was time to pass that torch on to someone else, and that someone else will be Gary Fox, and he will be really, really good.
Gary Fox?
Yes, absolutely. He's running unopposed in November.
Is he? He's unopposed. Yes. Gary Fox.
Unopposed. So I'm very pleased with that. Nice guy, smart fella.
What do you feel good about what you've done in the last 20 years?
I feel real good about, of course, almost 700 units under historic preservation, Historic Preservation Commission. I like all of the factories and companies. We have 34, 35 international companies now in Cartersville.
Right.
We have become an international community. I like what that brings to the picture. I love our downtown area being so active now. At one time, that was not so. I like the occupancy in downtown. I love our parks and recs. We have more walking area per capita than almost any other place in the United States our size. I like that. Gosh, there's so many things I could point to. I love our employees. I love that they give beyond what they get paid for. I love that they really put themselves out there to help people. I'm very proud of the city of Cartersville and very proud and honored to have been a small part of it.
I couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
I couldn't either.
So are you still going to be vocal behind the scenes if something's going on? Are we still going to hear from Dianne Tate?
What do you think?
Oh, I know we will. I know we will.
I will be honored to speak up if I think it's necessary, but it's a well-run city.
Dianne Tate,
it has been a pleasure.
Always good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, this is Joe Wilson, co-owner of Parnick Jennings Funeral Home, Cartersville's locally owned funeral home, serving all of Bartow County since 1977. The biggest difference of our funeral home here in Bartow County, Cartersville, is that we are a locally owned funeral home. We make all our decisions right here in the funeral home. When people walk in the door, they're going to meet the owner and know that we're making decisions on what's best for the families that have placed their trust and confidence in us and the needs of our community. One thing we always say to families that place their trust in us is ask a family we have served. We want people to know that when they come here for probably one of the most difficult experiences in their life, that they can feel comfortable with us.
You know, all our family actually comes to Parnick Jennings. You know, once we lose a loved one, we call on them because, you know, they really took care of us in the past. As far as controlling the funeral, the arrangements for the trafficking to the gravesite, everything went perfect and, you know, in order like it needed to be. And, you know, especially with a loved one that you lost, you want things to go like it's supposed to, and they really done a professional job of doing it.
Pre-arranging a funeral, it could be probably one of the most important things that you could do for your loved one. You have time to make those decisions in a calm, relaxed atmosphere, and you can lock in the price. In today's economy, you know, price is something that we have to think about. And by making a pre-arrangement in advance and funding it, you're guaranteeing that those prices will be there and you'll be protected from any future inflation. On behalf of myself and all the staff here at Parnick Jennings Funeral Home, we want you to know it would be our honor to serve your family during your time of need. Please call us at 770-382-0034.
Everybody, this is Josette. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did. Josette Red Wolf.
You know, I walked up here and started looking at this, and I thought it was real. I mean, it looks... Explain to everybody, what is this?
These are gourmet soda shop and bakery candles. They look and smell like the real gourmet dessert. And no matter how many times you ask me, you still cannot eat it.
Let me show up close to us some of this stuff. Like peach pie right here. It's just beautiful, and you'd swear walking up I thought it was just desserts. I thought I was walking up to desserts. It looked that real.
Yes, everybody does, and quite a few times you'll even tell them it's candles, and they'll still ask you if you can.
How long have you been doing this?
I just started back. We just lost our home in Irma.
Okay.
And so we evacuated up here 2 weeks ago, and we started making the candles again a week ago to raise funds to get a down payment for a new home because our home is demolished.
So a couple of weeks ago you were in Key Largo, or where were you, in Keys? Or where?
Yeah, Key Largo, yeah.
Key Largo. Now you're up here.
Yes.
Up here in the hills.
Well, I'm originally from Adairsville.
Okay.
Lived in Plainville for many years before, and we left for medical reasons to go down to Miami area.
All right. Explain to me on something like what I'm looking here. What kind of...
That is a peach gourmet cream pie, graham cracker crust, vanilla bean icing with ice cream and fresh peaches and peach glaze.
So this is...
with a cookie crumble.
And this is a candle.
That is a candle.
And there's everything about it is a candle. There's no...
Everything is wax there except for the fork and the plate.
So everything has to be made separately,
Yes.
individually,
Yes.
and the same with something like this.
The pies, yes. The pies take me all day because those are hand sculpted crusts.
Hey there.
Who are you?
I'm Tina Spellman. I'm co-owner of the Community Coffee Shop in Adairsville, Georgia.
All right, what is the community coffee shop?
The Community Coffee Shop is a place where community and coffee collide. It's a place where people can hang out, drink a cup of fresh roasted gourmet coffee, and have community together with other people.
And you're right here in Adairsville.
Right here in Adairsville, Georgia.
How long have you been there?
Our coffee shop has been open for 2 years now. We have been in the community for 22 years, I think it is. Lost count.
Now, is your coffee something you buy at Ingles and Kroger, or is it?
No, we fresh roast all of our coffee in-house. Just Better Custom Coffee is the name of our roasting company. That we own that as well. And so we fresh roast all of our coffee. Any coffee you get in our shop will have been roasted within the previous 3 to 4 days. So it's all fresh.
It is fresh. Are you
sir.
reasonable in price?
We are very reasonable in price. We beat Starbucks, of course.
Yeah.
And part of the profits of this shop goes back into our community. So
all right.
It's a great cup of coffee.
Hey, this is Tim from Treasure Chest. It's summertime and we've got red hot savings here at Treasure Chest. Come on by and see us. We've got sofas, we've got recliners, we've got mattresses and bedroom sets, dining room sets. We have rugs, just knickknacks for the home. It's just red hot savings here in Cartersville, Georgia, just a short drive from Atlanta. Come on out and see us. We're located at 927 North Tennessee Street. Like us on Facebook. You just never know what you're going to find at Treasure Chest Outlet.
West End Pharmacy is your neighborhood drugstore, delivering personalized, superb service to the community with unparalleled convenience and genuine hometown heart. Stop by. You'll find plenty of reasons to keep coming back, like prescriptions filled quickly and accurately, vitamins and supplements, as well as friendly, honest people. We can also provide diabetic supplies, blister packaging, medication therapy management, immunizations, and so much more. For an overview of our products and services, please visit our website at pharmacywestend.com.
Hi, I'm Don Weathers with 24 Bell Bottom. We're located on Xena Drive, just right down from the jail. You can't miss me with this big bright yellow building and the red trim. And there's my phone number right there. Put it in your phone. Keep me on speed dial. You never know when you're going to need me. But I guarantee you when you do, I'm going to treat you like family, and we're going to get you out of jail no matter where you're at in the state of Georgia. We have several locations, so it doesn't matter what you're charged with or where you're at, we're going to come to your rescue. We're going to get you out of that old stinky jail. You call me 770-382-2424, and we'll be there when you need us.
Welcome to the Adairsville Depot History Museum and Welcome Center. We have some things to show you today, so follow me. Adairsville is known for the great locomotive chase, but that's not all that we have here in our rich history. So I want to show you a little bit about the history of Adairsville. Here in the depot, Kennesaw State University and Dr. Jennifer Dickey have been helping us to organize our information. And so I'm going to give you a very brief run through because we want you to come and see for yourself. If you start here on our wall, it shows a quintessential southern small town community. that gives you an overview of what the depot is all about. It runs through when Adairsville actually was incorporated and what happened during the Trail of Tears, all the way through a thriving town, Adairsville, during the Civil War, and agriculture and industry, and how important that was in Adairsville's history, especially around the turn of the century, 1900s. Peaches, we were known as the peach capital of the world, according to Miss Topsy Howard. And so peaches and cotton and even watercress were our exports here at the train depot. On this wall, you will find what really made Adairsville, brought people to Adairsville, and that was the railroad. So you find history about the beginning of the railroad through Adairsville, and of course, our weekend, of course, is built around the Great Locomotive Chase and how it came right through Adairsville. The general was headed north, and all the men, James Andrews and his raiders, were trying to do the damage that they had planned to do. But the little engine that could, as I call it, the Texas, with all of these gentlemen that you see here pictured on the wall, Fuller and his men, came and barred the Texas, and as they were going backwards in the Texas, came right through here in Adairsville. And you probably can hear a train above us showing that. It depicts it above here. So we have an overhead model. We also have a model here on the floor that shows Adairsville back in the day when we were talking about the peach orchards. And this is what Adairsville probably looked like back in the late 1800s. And then on the other side, and somebody just flipped the button, so you're going to see the trains coming around the round. On the other side, you see Adairsville today. So we've got Adairsville then and Adairsville now.
Welcome to the Herb Shop of Cartersville. We're located in historic downtown Cartersville at 19 East Main Street, directly across from Mellow Mushroom. I'm Bria Cumby. I manage the store for my mother. She is the owner, Mary Glass. We celebrate 24 years of business this September. Come on in, have a look, and let her explain iridology to you.
We do iridology consultations. It is a reading of the iris of the eyes. It's an ancient science. It shows strengths and weaknesses in the body. It's a tool for us to see what you need to work on most in your body. Sometimes it shows historic weaknesses that you've had in your body all your life, or even family weaknesses. And it helps you to know how to take care of yourself better. Make an appointment with us today. We'd love to help you.
I got time for one more song.